How would you like to know the exact 3 financial metrics businesses need to obey in order to grow from 6 to 7 figures in the next 12 months? So you're an entrepreneur. You started your business. You've established a steady revenue stream. Now what? The question you need to be asking is, how do I scale my business from 6 figures to 7 figures and beyond? You've done all the hard work. You've built the funnels, created the VSLs, webinars, trainings, and coaching tools. You have spent hours on social media, thousands of dollars on ad spend. You have built up a solid client base. You have your team of freelancers and contractors working away in the background. Hey, maybe even further along the path. And you've hired some full-time staff. Firstly, well done. You're running a 6-figure business. That is something to be very proud of and an outstanding achievement. But yeah, I get it. That's just the beginning. We are not in this to just make an average income. You would have stayed in your 9 to 5 if that was the case. So, the question you're asking is precisely what you should be asking. How do I now scale to 7 figures? The answer you'll receive from the majority of your mentors and coaches, whether it's Russell Brunson or Frank Kern or Sam Ovens, whoever it may be, is a simple one. Keep going. Keep building the funnels. Keep pushing the ad spend. Get more and more clients. Just do more and more of what you have been doing. So yes, I fully agree. Driving revenue and sticking to what has made you successful is a massive part of growing your business. But in working with 7-figure business owners over the last 7 years, I have seen what they teach and I've seen what they do. These are often 2 very separate things. They teach the sexy things, the things that excite people, the things that involve reaching outwards towards their clients, towards their community. They do not teach looking into your business, looking into your numbers, and understanding the financial workings of your business. What I've discovered is that hidden within the loads of financial metrics you could be watching, there are just 3 fundamental financial metrics that create freedom and allow you to scale quickly to 7 figures. Once you can clearly understand and obey these 3 metrics, you'll feel extreme confidence and understand exactly what is happening in your business like a true entrepreneur. My name is Adam Rundle, and in the next few minutes, I am going to show you how I have helped countless entrepreneurs scale their 6-figure businesses to 7 figures and beyond, and how you can do the same by understanding and incorporating these 3 fundamental financial metrics in your business. So what are these 3 metrics? The first is free cash flow. The second is profitability margins. The third is labor efficiency. Now, stay with me here and do not get overwhelmed by the terms or unfamiliar concepts I have mentioned. The truth is, these are super basic metrics, which are easy to understand. So why are these specific metrics so important? Well, these metrics and the basic numbers that make them up are the key insights into the financial health of your business. Understanding these will help you to transform your already brilliant revenue levels into tangible cash in your bank profits. And when you have cash in your bank, you have the ability to scale at a rate far greater than you could ever imagine. My client, Dave Rogamoser from Proof, started working with us earlier this year when Proof was just looking to launch. Dave was great at making money and is a terrific marketer, but when it came to understanding his books, he felt out of control. After applying the 3 metrics I'm going to show you here, Dave's team has grown from 3 to 10 people and will do 60% more revenue than last year and 4x'd his profit margins. So stay with me and I'll show you the 3 metrics and the basic numbers that give them the ability to really measure the health of your business. The first metric is free cash flow, or as E-Trade Financial Corporation board member Bruce Nollop calls it, the Babe Ruth of metrics. Free cash flow enables you to manage these 4 key areas of your business. The first is taxes. Yes, we all hate taxes, but you need to know how much of your hard-earned cash old Uncle Sam is asking for. The second is debt. Debt is a natural part of running a business. Whether it's credit lines you have or just plain credit card debt, you need to keep a firm grasp of what the debt levels are in your business. Without such, you cannot expect to ever become debt-free. Working capital. Now don't lose me here. I'm not trying to throw some high-level financial terms or concepts at you. This is a straightforward number, which simply represents the amount of money you need to keep the lights on. Unless you can maintain this level, the default decision will always be to take out more debt to either maintain or grow your business, which may help you get to 7 figures, but most of which ends up belonging to the bank and not to you. The fourth is owner's distributions. So of course, The whole point of being an entrepreneur is exactly for this reason, to generate enough money to take out considerable owner's distributions. In other words, taking out your hard-earned cash from your business account and putting it into your personal bank account. Understanding this number is primary in scaling your business to 7 figures. You have to have a firm grasp of what your free cash flow metric is, as well as these 4 key numbers. Once you have that, you can start making meaningful decisions around how to improve your free cash flow and ultimately see more and more of your hard-earned cash in your personal bank account. The second metric is profitability margins. Now, this is the metric that positively influences your free cash flow and ultimately enables you to make those sizable owner's distributions I've explained earlier. Understanding how your margins are impacted by both revenue and expenses is vital to your decision-making process. Without this clarity, you are running blind. A simple example of how this metric can profoundly change the way you scale your business can easily be illustrated by these 2 scenarios. Let's say you're generating $500,000 a year in revenue and you have a healthy profit margin of 25%. That means you're making a solid $125,000 a year in profit. By the time you pay old Uncle Sam, reduce your debt, and maintain a healthy working capital level, you'll likely be able to take out roughly $40,000 in cash at the end of the year. Due reward for all the hard work you have put in running your business. So let's look at scenario 2. And you decide to scale your business and you generate $1 million in revenue. What an awesome feeling. But to do this, you would have naturally incurred greater costs. Maybe you needed to hire some more contractors or possibly some full-time staff. If your profit margin drops to 15%, which by the way is still a really decent level, you would have made about $150,000 in profit. After Uncle Sam, debt and working capital, you're looking at taking out about $48,000 at the end of the year in cash. That's only a 20% increase in cash that I'll see in my personal bank account. But wait, Adam, hold the bus. Let me get this right. You're telling me I doubled my revenue. I hit my 7-figure goal and I only get $8,000 more? You must be joking. Man, I wish I was. But unless you understand and maintain your desired profit margins, growing does not always equal more cash in your bank. In the example above, you have more work to do, more to deliver to your clients, more people to manage, more stress, more anxiety, and not much more return. I simply cannot stress this enough. You need to make sure you understand your profitability margins and what drives this metric so that as you scale and reach 7 figures and beyond, you can actually feel that growth in your bank account. The third metric is labor efficiency. Again, do not lose me here. This is an uncomplicated metric, which is essential to ensuring that your profit margins above are maintained. Here we will look at both owner salaries as well as all labor costs, whether it be staff, contractors, or freelancers. You and your staff, contractors, or freelancers are the lifeblood of your business. We get this. This is exactly the same for us in our business. Knowing when to grow your team and when to increase salaries is crucial to the longevity of your business. The example above highlights this again. Assuming you can double your revenue to 7 figures without controlling this metric, rewarding your team and yourself for all that hard work can be impossible. Now, I'm not trying to scare you or make you feel like reaching your 7-figure goal is overwhelming. Actually, I'm trying to do the complete opposite. Yes, I want you to reach those goals. I want to be right next to you when you reach them. I want to make sure that when you do, you are actually being rewarded for all that hard work and effort. That you can see the cash in your bank as just reward for scaling your already successful 6-figure business to an unstoppable 7-figure powerhouse. So I hope you're telling yourself, yes, Adam, I get this. And yes, obviously, I want to scale my business to 7 figures and actually feel the return of all that as cash in my bank. If you are a 6-figure digital marketer, coach, or consultant, you fall into one of these 2 categories with regards to your financial management. The first is you have the systems in place. You are tracking all your transactions and generating detailed financial reports. You are measuring these metrics, but you do not know how to change them or how to improve the drivers behind them. What decisions to make to ultimately ensure your bank account grows. Or you do not have a system in place. Your focus, and rightly so, has been purely on securing more clients and driving revenue. Unfortunately, you are thus not able to measure these metrics or are completely blind as to how you can improve them. Therefore, there's no way to guarantee that as you scale to 7 figures, your bank balance is going to grow at the same time. Ask yourself these questions. Do you know how many days of cash you have in your bank account? Do you know what your profit margins are? Do you know what your labor costs are? Do you know what your tax bill is going to be at the end of the year? Do you know how to read your profit and loss statement? If you have answered no to any of these, you are not going to be able to reach 7 figures. So what can you do? Here's how the process works. You'll be speaking to me personally, and in the time we spend together, we'll develop a specific and custom-tailored strategy that is unique to your business. We'll discuss what these metrics are in your business and the numbers that drive them. We'll talk about what strategies you already have in place and what you can do to start improving these metrics. If you do not have any systems in place, we'll discuss the steps you need to take in order to build those systems and start taking control of your finances. We'll discuss the decisions you can make immediately in your business to start scaling towards your 7-figure goal. So who is this for? My clients who have experienced the most dramatic growth typically fall into a couple of categories. Digital marketers, coaches, and consultants who are established in business and who make 6 figures already, often through products or done-for-you type services. People who are running digital or information-based businesses, they often sell some sort of info product or one-on-one or group coaching. People who understand that it helps to have a little skin in the game and that it's important to invest in themselves and their businesses in order to grow. People who can make decisions and act quickly, who focus on taking action and who are driven by results. And most importantly, people who are good at what they do and who believe that they can dominate their niche and scale from 6 to 7 figures doing it, and who like to have a lot of fun in the process. People like AJ Rivera. AJ is the PT Freedom Coach who helps personal trainers run their personal training business. AJ saved thousands of dollars in his business with particular focus on his labor efficiency. It was so important to AJ to ensure that he was being rewarded for all the hard work he was putting in, and more so that he was able to reward his team for reaching 7 figures and way beyond. Adam Earhart. Adam is a digital marketing strategist based out of Canada. And when our team started working with him, he had all his systems in place, but wasn't too sure of how the metrics were working in his business and what the key drivers were behind them. Now, Adam has a clear picture of where he is, and the future looks brighter than ever. Lorianne King. Lorianne is a relationship and empowerment coach. And when we started working with her, we helped her get her finances in order and gave her a clear picture of what is happening financially in her business. We empowered her to use her metrics and start making better decisions in order to reach her 7-figure goal. Corey Gladwell. Corey is an author, consultant, and a coach. And when we started working with Corey, he had no financial system in place. After implementing such, we were able to save him thousands of dollars while adding thousands more to his income stream. Alex Selinsky. Alex from Prospecting on Demand is a consultant, coach, and digital strategist. When we started working with Alex, he didn't have a very clear picture and understanding of his finances. After putting that in order, Alex is now able to see his finances like never before. He has an understanding of his P&L, his projections, and what are his targets to reach his financial goals. Working with Alex, particularly around his profitability margins, has empowered him to scale at a rate far greater than he ever thought he could. Alex is now on the fast track to reaching 7 figures. I love seeing these types of results for my clients. And really, that's why I treat my clients like I treat my friends. You can forget the days of buying info products that don't get you the real results you want, from people you rarely hear from again. When working with me, yes, you'll get all the metrics and strategies, sure. But more importantly, you get a team that works hand in hand to grow your business. A team that understands your business and how to help you achieve 7 figures and beyond. A team of experts you can reach out to whenever you get stuck, who have your back and want to see you be a huge success. Because when we all work together, we get way better results than if we were going at it alone. But before we go too much further, let's talk about who my clients are not. They're definitely not people who are not interested in growing their business by at least multiple 6 figures in the next year. They're not people who just want to start a business, who like the idea of getting into digital marketing, coaching, or consulting, who do not already have something going or are good at what they do. They are people who rarely implement what they learn, who are stuck in some type of eternal info gathering mode and who do not take action. They are definitely people who like to make excuses about why things go wrong or why they didn't implement what they needed to. So what is next? Start by completing the application at the link below. I used an application process to help me determine if I'm the best person to help you scale to 7 figures. And also to help me make sure that you're ready to commit and take the action that is necessary to achieve that outcome. I must tell you, being my client is not cheap, but the alternatives are far more expensive. To hire a full-time CFO in your business will cost you anywhere between $100,000 and $150,000 a year. To get a CPA degree or even an MBA, which still doesn't necessarily guarantee you'll understand your finances, can cost you anywhere over $75,000. Investing in yourself and working with me and my team is a far more affordable and powerful solution. Most of my clients make back their investment within the first few weeks of working together. So we end up working together for a long time because they see a clear return on their investment. But I realize there are some people I cannot help. So if, for whatever reason, we're not a great fit, I'll be completely upfront with you about it. And I can recommend someone better suited to help you reach your goals. After I've received your application, we'll be able to schedule a time with me for your personal strategy session. This is where we begin to dive in, analyze your metrics, and figure out how to create the results you need in the least amount of time. And then, at the end of the call, one of two things will happen. If we're a good fit, I'll extend an invitation to you to work with me and my team as one of our clients. If not, then it's totally fine. There's never any hard feelings or any type of obligation. Either way, you'll leave with an insanely valuable strategy that you can implement now in your business. You'll have clarity as to where you are and what it will take to achieve the results you want. You'll have the exact steps you need to scale to 7 figures. If you implement the strategies we discuss, this strategy session will likely be the most valuable time you invest in your business all year. So complete your application now, and we can see if it's a good fit for us to work together. There's one thing that you should know. I have to limit this opportunity because I'm only available to work one-on-one with a certain number of people at any given time. That's one of the biggest reasons why I purely focus on working with those I know I can help succeed. Right now, I'm limited to a small group of people at any moment. Several spots are already taken, so I'm looking to fill the remaining spots as quickly as possible. With that being said, please understand that this opportunity won't be available for long. So if you feel like this is right for you, click the link below and submit your application right away. I look forward to meeting you in our strategy session and crushing it together.